Right now in 2026, Ray J is fighting for his life. And it's not just a figure of speech. His heart is beating at 25% capacity. He's been hospitalized multiple times. He claims he won't make it past 2027. And the reason? According to him, it's because he dared to expose Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. This isn't some celebrity beef over Twitter. This is a full-blown legal war that involves allegations of RICO violations, sex tape conspiracies, secret settlements, and now, potential poisoning. Ray J has accused the Kardashians of trying to silence him permanently. He's shown contracts. He's filed lawsuits. He's revealed settlement amounts. And right when things were heating up in court, he ended up in the ICU. Coincidence? A lot of people don't think so. Now, before we go any further, be sure to leave a like and subscribe because the Kardashians and their legal team are going to do everything they can to bury this story. And if you think this is just messy celebrity drama, you need to understand that this involves allegations that go back 20 years. This involves Kanye West making similar accusations before he disappeared from the public eye. This involves Britney Spears-level conservatorship tactics. And this involves one of the most powerful families in entertainment allegedly using the legal system to destroy anyone who threatens their carefully constructed image. Let's get into it. To understand how we got here, we need to go back to 2003. That's when Ray J and Kim Kardashian made that infamous tape. For those who don't know, Ray J was an established R&B singer at the time. He had hits. He had fame. He had credibility in the industry. Kim Kardashian was Paris Hilton's assistant. Nobody knew who she was. Fast forward to 2007. The tape leaks. And suddenly, Kim Kardashian becomes a household name. The official story has always been that the tape was leaked against Kim's will. That she was humiliated. That she and her mother Kris Jenner tried desperately to stop it. That narrative became the foundation of Kim's image as a victim who turned trauma into triumph. It's been the story for nearly 2 decades. But in 2022, Ray J said enough is enough. He came out and said the whole thing was orchestrated. That Kim and Kris planned the release. That there were contracts involved. That everyone got paid. And that he was tired of being portrayed as the villain who leaked a tape when he claims he was just as much a participant in a business deal. Now, when Ray J first said this back in 2022, people dismissed it. They thought he was clout chasing. They thought he was bitter. They thought he was trying to stay relevant. But then he started showing receipts. Actual contracts with signatures, with percentages, with deliverables listed. And that's when things got interesting. Because if Ray J is telling the truth, then the entire Kardashian empire was built on a lie. The whole victim narrative, the sympathy, the reality show that came after, all of it would be based on manufactured drama. And the Kardashians couldn't let that stand. So in October 2024, Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner did something they had never done before. They filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray J. According to their attorney Alex Spiro, this was different from typical celebrity noise. This was serious. This was damaging. This required legal action. But here's where it gets messy. Because Ray J didn't back down. Instead, he filed a countersuit. And in that countersuit, he made an explosive claim. He alleged that there was a $6 million settlement agreement. An agreement that specifically barred anyone from discussing the tape. And by suing him for talking about it, Kim and Kris had violated that very agreement. Now think about that for a second. If there was a settlement agreement about the tape, that means there were negotiations, lawyers, money changing hands, which supports Ray J's claim that this was a business transaction, not a leak. But it gets even more complicated. Because according to court documents filed in November 2025, Ray J claims that Kim and Kris are now trying to deny that settlement ever existed, which he says is perjury, lying under oath. And that's a federal crime. So now we have dueling lawsuits. We have allegations of breach of contract. We have accusations of perjury. We have a legal battle that could potentially expose secrets the Kardashians have kept buried for 20 years. And Ray J was ready to go all the way to court. He filed motions. He demanded discovery. He wanted Kim and Kris to produce documents under oath. He wanted the truth to come out. And that's when his health mysteriously collapsed. In January 2026, Ray J was rushed to the hospital in Las Vegas. The official diagnosis was pneumonia and severe heart issues. Doctors told him he had cardiomyopathy, a serious heart disease where the heart muscle becomes weakened. According to Ray J's mother, his heart was only pumping blood at 15 to 20% capacity. He underwent emergency procedures. He was in the ICU. And when he finally spoke to fans on social media, he said his heart is now functioning at only 25%. He said doctors told him he wouldn't make it past 2027. He said, and I quote, "2027 is definitely a wrap for me." Now, on the surface, this could just be a tragic health crisis. Ray J is 45 years old. Heart disease can happen to anyone. But here's what makes people suspicious: the timing. This health emergency happened right in the middle of his legal battle with the Kardashians. Right when he was demanding documents. Right when he was calling them out for perjury. Right when things were about to get really ugly in court. And then there's what Ray J himself said. In a series of Instagram stories that have since been deleted, he flat out accused the Kardashians of trying to off him. He said they were setting up traps. He said they tried to bribe him, and when that didn't work, they moved to more extreme measures. He mentioned something about a substance. People in the comments were speculating it could be cyanide or some other poison. Now, I want to be clear. These are Ray J's allegations. There's no proof. There's no evidence that's been made public. But what we do know is that Ray J genuinely believes his life is in danger. And his ex-girlfriend Sheila came forward with even more disturbing information. She said that Ray J had become suicidal. That he was under immense pressure from the Kardashian legal team. That he felt like they were attacking his legacy and his ability to provide for his children. She said one night, she literally had to pull him back from jumping off a ledge. She said he had documents in a safe at her place. Documents with all the proof he needed for his case. And the weight of what he knew was destroying him mentally. Now let me ask you something. Does that sound like a man who's making things up? Does that sound like someone who's clout chasing? Or does that sound like someone who's genuinely terrified? And here's where things get even weirder. Because Ray J isn't the first person connected to the Kardashians to make these kinds of allegations. Kanye West said almost the exact same thing. Back in 2022 and 2023, before Kanye was essentially disappeared from the mainstream, he went on multiple podcasts and interviews talking about how the Kardashians tried to control him. He specifically mentioned medication. Lithium. In an interview on the Timcast podcast, Kanye said they wanted to put him on massive amounts of lithium. He said when he asked how much they wanted to prescribe, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed by the amount. He said if he had taken that medication, he would have ended up like Michael Jackson or Britney Spears, medicated into oblivion, unable to think clearly, unable to fight back. And then the narrative would be, poor Kanye, he was troubled, but at least we have his music. Kanye also made wild accusations about the Kardashians being involved in sex trafficking. He tweeted that they were sex workers who used black men. He said Kim was a sex user. He said he was convinced his children were in danger. Now, most media outlets dismissed this as Kanye having a mental health crisis. They said he was off his meds. They said he was spiraling. But what if Kanye was telling the truth? What if he saw something when he was married to Kim? What if he learned something about how that family operates? And what if they used the mental health narrative to discredit him before he could expose them? Think about it. The pattern is the same. Someone gets close to the Kardashians. They learn something they shouldn't. They try to speak out. And suddenly they're painted as crazy, unstable, or physically ill. It happened to Kanye. It's happening to Ray J. And you know who else it happened to? Britney Spears. Now, I'm not saying the Kardashians were directly involved with Britney, but Kanye specifically mentioned her as an example. He said they tried to do to him what was done to Britney. Over-medicate. Control through conservatorship. Make them unable to speak their truth. And Britney herself confirmed in court testimony that her family gave her massive amounts of lithium, the same drug the Kardashians allegedly wanted to force on Kanye. Britney said the medication wrecked her brain. She said she was told she couldn't speak publicly about what they did to her. She said staying silent was killing her inside. She wanted to sue her family. She wanted the world to know the truth. Does that sound familiar? Because that's exactly what Ray J is trying to do right now. Now let's talk about what Ray J actually revealed in his countersuit. Because this is where the evidence gets specific. Ray J showed contracts on Instagram Live. He showed pages with initials. He showed signatures. He showed percentages. According to Ray J, he received 12.5% of the profits from the tape. Kim received 12.5%. And by his math, that means someone else was getting the other 75%. Vivid Entertainment, the company that distributed the tape, took their cut. But Ray J is suggesting that Kris Jenner negotiated the deal. He showed what he claims is Kim's handwriting on the deliverables page. The page that lists exactly what was being sold. He says there were 3 tapes. Cabo Intro, Cabo, and Santa Barbara. And he says Kim was in the room with him when he was signing, rushing him to get it done, even offering to sign parts of his contract for him to speed things up. Now, if this is true, then this wasn't a leaked tape. This was a product launch. And the leaked narrative was just marketing. Kim and Kris have denied all of this under oath. They say Ray J is lying. They say there was no orchestrated release. They say they did everything they could to stop the tape. But here's the problem. Ray J has physical contracts. He has documents with signatures and dates. And he's demanding that Kim and Kris produce their copies of these agreements in discovery, which they apparently don't want to do. In fact, they're trying to get Ray J's countersuit dismissed entirely. They don't want this going to trial. They don't want discovery. They don't want a situation where they have to testify under oath about what really happened in 2006 and 2007. And you have to ask yourself, if they have nothing to hide, why not just go to trial and let the truth come out? But wait, there's more. Because the Kardashian controversy doesn't stop at the tape. Ray J also made allegations about RICO violations. For those who don't know, RICO stands for Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. It's a federal law designed to combat organized crime. And Ray J claimed on Instagram Live that Kim and Kris were under federal investigation. He said he was helping build the case. He said they were running a criminal enterprise. Now, that's a massive accusation. And that's actually what triggered the original defamation lawsuit from Kim and Kris. Because calling someone a racketeer is serious. It implies they're running an organized criminal operation. But here's what's interesting. The Kardashians were actually mentioned in the Epstein files. Documents that were unsealed as part of the Jeffrey Epstein case. A victim in those documents alleged that Ghislaine Maxwell had close family ties to Kim and her sisters. The victim claimed the Kardashians assisted in identity fraud, using people's identities for business deals and financial transactions. The allegations included money laundering and surrogacy fraud. Now, the person making these claims admitted they didn't have direct proof. They were asking authorities to investigate. But the fact that the Kardashians' names appeared in those documents at all is significant. And it lends some credibility to Ray J's claims that there's more going on behind the scenes than the public knows. There's also the Paris Hilton connection. Kim used to work for Paris. She was literally Paris's assistant and closet organizer. Paris was the famous one. Kim was nobody. But after that tape leaked, Kim became more famous than Paris. Paris's career declined. Kim's skyrocketed. And people have noticed this pattern. The Kardashians seem to absorb fame from people they get close to. They did it to Paris. They did it to Ray J. They did it to Kanye. Kanye was at the absolute peak of his career when he married Kim. He was a creative genius. He was influential. He was powerful. And now, he's been essentially blacklisted from the industry. His mental health has been questioned. His reputation has been destroyed. And he's married to Bianca Censori, living in obscurity. The Kardashians, meanwhile, are more powerful than ever. Some people on social media have started calling it destiny swapping. The idea that the Kardashians don't just date or befriend celebrities. They steal their energy, their fame, their power, and they leave them broken. Now let's talk about what happened in court recently. Because as of March 2026, this legal battle is still ongoing. Kim and Kris testified under oath. They denied Ray J's claims about the settlement agreement. They denied planning the tape release. They denied everything. But according to Ray J's attorney, their testimony contradicts documents he has. Documents that show there was in fact a settlement. Documents that show money changed hands. And if Kim and Kris lied under oath, that's perjury, which is a federal crime, which could potentially lead to criminal charges. Not just a civil lawsuit. Actual criminal prosecution. And that would be absolutely catastrophic for the Kardashian brand. Ray J's lawyer told TMZ that he believes they committed perjury. He said the evidence is clear. He said they're going to push forward with the case. But here's the thing. Ray J is now seriously ill. His heart is failing. He's told fans he doesn't have much time left. And if he dies before this case goes to trial, the truth might die with him. Which is why some people believe that's the strategy. Delay the case. Drag it out. Wait for Ray J's health to deteriorate. And then the problem solves itself. No more Ray J means no more allegations. No more evidence. No more threat to the Kardashian empire. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying the Kardashians are actively trying to harm Ray J. I'm saying that's what Ray J believes. And I'm saying the timing is suspicious enough that a lot of people are asking questions. There's also the matter of Ray J's behavior since the health crisis. In early March 2026, he was spotted dancing at a nightclub, looking perfectly healthy, smiling, partying, having a good time. And people were confused, because just weeks earlier, he was saying he was dying, that his heart was at 25%, that he wouldn't make it past 2027. So which is it? Some people think Ray J is exaggerating for sympathy, that he's playing up his illness to gain public support in his battle with the Kardashians. Others think he's putting on a brave face, that he's trying to live his life while he still can. But there's a third possibility that people on social media have been discussing. What if Ray J is trying to show he's not scared? What if going out and being seen in public is his way of saying, I'm still here, I'm still fighting, and you can't silence me? Because let's be real. If someone was actually trying to harm you, staying hidden wouldn't help. Being visible, being loud, being in the public eye, that's actually protection. Because if something happens to you, everyone knows who had motive. And that's exactly what Ray J is doing. He's making noise. He's staying in the headlines. He's making sure people are paying attention. So if something does happen to him, the world will remember that he warned us. Now let's connect this to the bigger picture. Because this isn't just about Ray J and the Kardashians. This is about power in Hollywood. About how certain families and individuals seem to operate above the law. About how people who threaten them end up discredited, destroyed, or dead. Look at the pattern. Michael Jackson spoke out against the industry. He talked about corruption. He talked about how they control artists. And then he died under suspicious circumstances involving his personal doctor and medication. Prince spoke out against record labels. He changed his name to a symbol to escape his contract. He fought for artist rights. And he died from an opioid overdose that many fans still question. Whitney Houston knew secrets about the industry. She was at the height of exposing some things. And she died in a bathtub under circumstances that never quite added up. Brittany Murphy was about to expose something. Her death was ruled as pneumonia and anemia. But her husband died the exact same way just months later. Avicii was working on a documentary about child trafficking. He died by suicide in Oman. His family said he couldn't go on. But people who knew him said he was scared. Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington were both working on exposing child trafficking rings. They both died by hanging. Both ruled suicides. Both had people close to them questioning the official story. I'm not saying all of these deaths are connected. I'm not saying there's one big conspiracy. But what I am saying is there's a pattern. When people in the entertainment industry try to expose powerful people, bad things happen to them. They get discredited. They get isolated. They get medicated. Or they die. And Ray J knows this. That's why he's terrified. That's why he's going public with everything. Because he knows that silence is more dangerous than speaking out. Retention hook. There's also the question of what Ray J actually knows. Because the tape controversy is just the surface. He's mentioned other things in various interviews and social media posts. He's hinted at knowing things about Diddy, about industry parties, about things that happened behind closed doors. And with everything that's come out about Diddy recently, with the raids on his properties, with the allegations from multiple people, it makes you wonder what Ray J might have witnessed. He was in those circles. He was at those parties. He knows people who know things. And if he's willing to expose the Kardashians, what else is he willing to expose? That might be the real reason he's in danger. Not just because of the tape controversy, but because of everything else he knows. The tape is just what he's chosen to lead with, because it's something he has proof of. Contracts, documents, evidence. But the tape might just be the tip of the iceberg. And the Kardashians might be the most visible targets. But they might not be the only ones who want Ray J to stay quiet. Think about everyone who's been to those parties. Everyone who's done business with that family. Everyone who's benefited from keeping certain secrets buried. They all have a reason to want Ray J to disappear. So where does this leave us? As of March 2026, Ray J is still alive. He's still fighting. He's still posting on social media. He's still demanding justice. The legal battle with Kim and Kris is ongoing. There's been no trial date set yet. Both sides are filing motions. Both sides are digging in. And Ray J's health remains a serious concern. Whether he's exaggerating or not. The fact is he's 45 years old with diagnosed heart disease. That's real. That's documented. And it's absolutely possible he won't make it to see this case resolved. Which would be tragic. Because if Ray J is telling the truth, then the world deserves to know. The public deserves to understand how they've been manipulated. How a narrative was crafted and sold to them as reality. How an entire empire was built on a manufactured scandal. And how anyone who tried to expose it was destroyed. So what happens next? Well, there are a few possible scenarios. Scenario 1. The case goes to trial. Ray J presents his evidence. Kim and Kris present theirs. A jury decides who's telling the truth. And either Ray J is vindicated and the Kardashian empire takes a massive hit, or he loses and gets labeled as a liar and a clout chaser for the rest of his life. Scenario 2. The case gets settled out of court. The Kardashians pay Ray J a significant amount of money. Everyone signs an NDA. The truth never comes out. And we're left wondering forever what really happened. Scenario 3. Ray J's health deteriorates to the point where he can't continue the case. It gets dismissed. The Kardashians win by default. And the allegations die with Ray J. Personally, I think scenario 2 is most likely. Because the Kardashians don't want this going to trial. They don't want discovery. They don't want to testify under oath about things they did 20 years ago. They'll pay whatever it takes to make this go away. But Ray J has made it clear he doesn't want money. He wants the truth to come out. He wants vindication. He wants people to know that he's been telling the truth all along. So maybe he won't accept a settlement. Maybe he'll push this all the way to trial. Even if it kills him. Because for Ray J, this isn't about money anymore. It's about legacy. It's about being remembered as someone who stood up to power. Who told the truth even when it was dangerous. Who refused to be silenced. And honestly, that's respectable. Whether you believe him or not. Whether you think he's telling the truth or exaggerating. You have to respect someone who's willing to risk everything for what they believe is right. Now, as for the Kardashians, this case could have serious implications for their brand. They've built an empire worth billions. They've created a media dynasty that spans reality TV, fashion, beauty, and social media. They're some of the most influential people on the planet. But all of that is built on image, on perception, on the public believing a certain narrative about who they are. If that narrative crumbles, if people start questioning everything they've been told, if the foundation of the Kardashian story turns out to be a lie, then everything could fall apart. Brands might pull partnerships. Sponsors might back away. The public might turn on them. And once that trust is broken, it's almost impossible to get back. So the stakes here couldn't be higher. For Ray J, it's literally life or death. For the Kardashians, it's the survival of their empire. And for the rest of us, it's about whether we're going to demand truth and accountability from the powerful, or whether we're going to keep accepting whatever narrative we're fed. So now with all that said, let me know your thoughts. Do you believe Ray J's allegations about the sex tape being orchestrated? Do you think the timing of his health crisis is suspicious? What about Kanye's similar accusations about the Kardashians trying to control him through medication? Do you think there's a pattern here of the Kardashians silencing anyone who threatens them? And do you think this case will actually go to trial, or will it get settled out of court with another NDA? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Because this is one of those stories that really makes you question everything you thought you knew about celebrity culture and how the entertainment industry actually works. If you made it to this point in the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe because I'll be following this story as it develops. And trust me, with everything that's happening, with Ray J's health situation, with the legal battles, with more people potentially coming forward with their own stories, this is far from over. Thank you for watching. Your support means everything, especially when covering stories that powerful people don't want told. But in the meantime, if you want to see how other celebrities have mysteriously ended up silenced after threatening to expose industry secrets, well, you're not going to want to miss that video. So check out the suggested content. Because once you start connecting the dots, you can't unsee the pattern.